The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside head coach Simon Duffy on the paralegal boats coursework, I'm Tanner Swift as Lincoln Memorial falls to Carson-Newman at 5-2 on their home field. 5 straight wins against Lincoln Memorial and 4th on the season. And coach, coming out here today, you knew it was going to be a hot one. You had some players that were ill and could not make the trip, and on top of that, the field was probably one of the worst conditions that I've seen. What kind of challenges did that present to you going into today, knowing it was going to be a physical matchup?
Well, it started off great. We scored within the first minute, but then again we switch off, and again the classic, most goals are scored in the first 5 and last 5, but directly after someone scores. So unfortunately we conceded directly after that, very sloppy. Got ourselves back in it, but then gave another sloppy goal away. So the first half to me was a wash. We just didn't do well. A lot of pointing fingers, no accountability, but fair play to the girls for the second half, because they came out and more of how we want to play. They were pressing us high, and this heat as well, that was not going to last as long as it could, and then we just started finding gaps, and some great goals scored today.
Magda Mazengo mentioned at halftime that it was just about playing your game. Admittedly, you said that y'all did not play a perfect game in that first half. Did you have to talk much at halftime about what needed to happen, or did the players kind of take control?
No, and I didn't give them the hairdryer treatment either. We just chatted and said, look, it's not good enough. We need to hold ourselves accountable a lot more than we have been, and they all agreed. And I said, look, let's just lift it. First 5, let's see if we can get on the board and go from there. And credit to the players, they did. They put a shift in and moved the ball quickly, and it was good to see,
Talking about those players who were able to come off the bench, you had to go a little bit deeper into the bench. Elena Probst, another big day. Feeding Magda Mazengo, it seems like every other game this year. What did you see from her in your bench today?
Well, she has a change of speed like no one else. I mean, she just kicks it into a next gear and she's gone. And freshman still has to realise her strengths, but I'll have positive reinforcement, or I'll hammer it home, one or the other. But yeah, she just did very, very well. But we were able to bring on the likes of Mary, Lauren, Christina come off the bench, Sydney, Ali-Ann. I mean, bringing 6 or 7 off the bench. And like you said, we've a few girls sick at home. So just an important win on the road, very tough place to come. And that's a talented team. It's nothing like the team we played against last year. There's 7 new players in the starting 11. So credit to them for coming out and making it tough. But glad we were able to pull it out in the end.
Can you take a lot from this game moving forward into the season because of that short bench where you had some players out of position? I think, she's had some experience, but Kennedy Rankin on your forward line, you had a couple of different people on that back line. Yeah,
well, that's total football. We want our players to be able to play different positions regardless of what's going on and be able to do it fluently. And I thought we did that a lot today. But I thought Kat had a great game second half, really just started pulling the strings. And they didn't really have an answer for her. She's very difficult to take off the ball. But again, some really important goals at really important times for us as well. So we just need to recover now. Finally, I think, get to go home on Saturday. I won't believe it till I see it that we actually have a home fixture, because I think we've played 6 games and 5 on the road, so it'd be really great to get home with our home fans on Saturday, and hopefully we can continue winning.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's head coach Simon Duffy. I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.